Well, it's our last morning here at Holiday Campground, and we are just about packed up. Trailer is hitched and ready to go, so we're gonna go say our goodbyes to all of our friends, and then we're gonna get on the road to head to a harvest toast for an overnight stay to see some manatees. Time to hit the road again for our next adventure.
To the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night.
Well, after a 3-hour drive, we've made it to River Ventures in Crystal River. So this is a harvest toast, and we're going to be staying here just for one night, just on our way to Oscar Shear State Park. But I think we're going to go exploring a little bit right now and see if we can see some manatees. Normally, River Ventures provides boat tours, but unfortunately they're all sold out for today. So we're just going to go exploring on our own and see what we can find. Luckily for us, this harvest toast was within walking distance of a beach that is commonly known to have manatees. In fact, we came to this beach a couple years ago, and at that time we accidentally stumbled upon some. We're hoping the same will happen to us today. We searched and searched the water, but unfortunately, no sign of any manatees here. But regardless of not finding any manatees, it was still an awesome day to be at the beach. We headed back to the trailer for dinner, and Dave and I decided there was no way we were giving up on our search to find manatees that easily. We have paddleboards after all. Why not take them out and do some more hunting? Well, we didn't see any manatees earlier, so we decided to take the paddle boards out on one of the little canals here, and we're gonna see if we can see anything this way. You can see I'm kind of spinning on the paddleboard right now. The current is pushing me, but it's a really nice place to be paddleboarding, and there's not very much traffic. When we were here earlier today, there was tons of paddleboards and pontoon boats, but it's later in the evening now, so I guess everyone has gone home to eat supper. What a beautiful night to be out paddleboarding. This really was a great investment. Not too expensive, and they're inflatable, so they're nice and portable. And we get to see all kinds of views from the water instead of just from land. What a nice evening to be doing this. See if we find some manatees in here. We just passed some kayakers and they told us they did see one manatee in here. So we'll see if we can find it. Looking at the map, we knew that by paddling in this direction, we'd eventually get to Three Sisters Springs. This is a nearby wildlife refuge, and if we were going to see manatees anywhere, it was gonna be here.
The further we paddle towards Three Sisters Springs, you can clearly see bottom. The water gets clearer.
We are now entering the National Wildlife Refuge. And this is a spring inside this area, so the water is nice and clear. So if we're gonna find a manatee, this is probably where we're gonna see one. But boy, the water is beautiful here. So clear.
It's beautiful, eh? Like what? Hey, bud.
Here it was. We had finally found a manatee, and it was beautiful. We've just spotted the manatee, and he's tagged right now, which we heard earlier, but we're not sure why he's tagged. Hello, Mr. Manatee. What a cool way to see a manatee, in a nice, crystal clear spring, on our paddle boards. This couldn't have been better. But it was starting to get late, so we made our way back. But if you know us, we never like to miss a second of sightseeing in a new location. So we dropped off the paddle boards, picked up Hudson, and went for a drive around Crystal River. And as usual, I convinced Dave that our night should end with some ice cream, this time in the form of a strawberry ice cream milkshake. It's the end of our day in Crystal River, and boy, it feels like we've done a lot today, considering this was a travel day. We spent 3 hours in the vehicle, and we didn't leave our last destination until 10 or 11 o'clock. But we did have time to go for a swim. We went for a really cool paddleboard, got to go see one of the manatees that's hanging out of the National Wildlife Refuge. And then we just did some sightseeing in town just now. We just did some driving around, got a good milkshake. So yeah, pretty satisfied with today. And I think we'll have a good night's sleep tonight. And then tomorrow we head to Oscar Scheer State Park. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button. Or even better, subscribe to our channel. It really does help us reach a wider audience. And don't forget to come back tomorrow to see where we go next.